Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Aiman Muhammad Rizal, 10 Diki 25L1007 daripada Politeknik Sembilan Prime. And today I will be talking about transistor identification, focusing on NPN and PNP transistor and how to identify them using an analog multimeter. A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify or switch electronic signal in a circuit. It is one of the most important components in modern electronics. A transistor has three terminals, which are emitter, base, and collector. The base acts as a control terminal that regulates the flow of current between the emitter and collector. There are two main types of bipolar junction transistor, which are NPN and PNP. An NPN transistor is formed by two N-type material with a P-type material in the middle, while a PNP transistor consists of two P-type material with an N-type material in the middle. These structural differences affect how each transistor operates in a circuit. The differences between NPN and PNP transistor can be identified based on their operation. An NPN transistor turns on when a positive voltage is applied to the base terminal, allowing current to flow from collector to emitter. In contrast, a PNP transistor turns on when a negative voltage is applied to the base, allowing current to flow from emitter to collector. To identify the transistor type practically, an analog multimeter is used in ohm mode. First, each terminal is tested to determine the base by checking resistance values. Then, the probes are connected between the base and the other terminal to observe the current flow. This will help in identifying both the base terminal and the transistor type. If any current flow when the red probe is connected to the base, the transistor is identified as NPN. However, if current flow when the black probe is connected to the base, the transistor is identified as PNP. This method will provide a quick and reliable way to distinguish between the two types. In conclusion, a transistor is an important semiconductor device used for switching and amplification in electronic circuit. There are two main types, which are NPN and PNP, and each operate based on the voltage applied at the base terminal. By using an analog multimeter in ohm mode, we can identify the base and determine the transistor type by observing the direction of the current flow. This method is simple, effective, and practically commonly used in electronics for testing and troubleshooting.